neighbors, country people, lend me your head holes, and welcome to another episode of UST Unexpectedly Serious Turn, our D&D 5e Twitch stream. Yay! As for this week, there are no real announcements so far, so let's get right back into that world of Anna. Last time we saw our intrepid adventurers, they were going on what we know as the danger boat, colloquially. Why they would think it was dangerous, I have no idea. They were just come upon by a bunch of steam methods, and those things are super simple. They wiped those out with a flick of their wrist until the Lonely arrived. The Lonely is a deep undead that came and started fighting them. They managed to make it out with Fen just barely on the skin of his teeth. And then completed the rest of their journey. Strix and Glib were both given some mushroom, and Strix did not have the best time with that, unfortunately. She really wasn't having the greatest experiences, I don't think. But they made it safely to Esa Dwen afterwards and got their way into the Nightlight, where the new adventurers met Pep and Barry and were accepted into the family, and they made their plans for what they would do today before settling down in for a long rest, and we got some tasty tidbits about Strix's backstory as well. So, you settled down for a long rest, and now, what would you like to do?
The first thing I'm going to do is check the bag of holding and make sure that the chimera bits haven't gone bad.
They seem to be holding up better than you would expect for bits of flesh.
Alright.
In fact, they don't seem like they've really deteriorated too much at all.
Excellent news. Alright, so I'm going to cinch
Is
that
it
off.
because there's no oxygen in a bag of holding?
Well, that doesn't hurt, but you also get the feeling that maybe there's something particularly magical, and that's why these were asked for.
Fair. Then I'm going to go downstairs for breakfast personally.
You are met with a sup. Barry reaches for morning ale, then snorts and turns and grabs you coffee and a water and a juice and puts them in front of you with the giant pile of bacon and eggs and other assorted breakfast foods. She just says, yeah. Just goes off to do her chores.
It's not fair. It's not fair. I am going to pull 20 gold out of my personal funds. Because we've been gone for a couple weeks now, and I imagine that I should be getting something from Kappa when I go to the blacksmith shop. I figure. I'm just gonna. I hope that little kobold knows money. Anyway, Fenn's just like, wait a minute.
Shiny.
Maybe not the best partner. But I'm gonna take 20 gold out of my own personal funds, and I'm going to set them in front of Pep. I'm just like...
What's that for?
Just for food and shit.
So you could buy a farm.
Okay,
That
look.
for?
Alright, look, I know how I ate, and I know how Glib eats, and I know...
Yeah.
I know. Look, just let me pay for my part, even if this qualifies as food and board for a year or whatever, or 2 years, whatever. Just take it, alright? I feel bad, I feel like I'm mooching.
Happy Snowvale. She takes the money. Yep.
Friend's just like,
Weird.
what?
It's appreciated. Very much so. This is a lot.
What? You realize, like, I have, like, another 160, right? And then I own the blacksmith shop, or half the blacksmith shop, at least, on the other end of town, right?
I feel significantly less bad about taking this now.
Yeah! It's fine!
Right?
Like, I didn't give you all my money, that would be silly.
Well, I didn't assume you gave me all of your money, but 20 gold is...
I know, it's a lot!
Yes!
I'm a country boy, this is a lot of money.
Yes. So, just, was making sure. Also, you didn't have to pay. That's just weird.
I'm helping out, alright?
Appreciated. That I'll accept. Fine.
Okay. Family
Right.
helps out, alright? Like I said,
Yeah.
small town country boy, we help out.
That's fine. Yes, that's
Well-
fair. That's acceptable.
Okay.
Weird.
You all too, and he's just gonna kind of like give her like the best like hug to a halfling he possibly can, and just like okay.
Really bad at this, and it's hilarious.
I'm trying, all right.
I know, it's so cute.
And
What
he's
are the
just gonna go
rest?
drink his coffee.
Pretend that it's got something else in it. What are the rest of you up to?
It's conveniently in a beer bottle.
Edwin
It's
Edwin
so
is still
hot.
brooding.
Oh.
He's alone in his room, brooding over the loss of Vah'pyr,
That's fair.
trying to compose himself enough before rejoining the party for breakfast.
Poor Broody.
Good walks downstairs. He's like, "Good morning.
Morning!
Morning.
Wow, what are we gonna do today?"
Well, I figured we could take some of what we have of the chimera bits, not including the tails, because we know those are already spoken for. And then we could go to Madame Tealwing and try and sell off the rest of it.
That's fair. We should probably also track down that Meg gal.
Well, yeah, Mia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's got to tell us what to turn in the tails, so... She never gave us that
Hopefully she
information.
gives us a tale or two herself.
Hey!
That's the hope. So...
Well, can't be gallivanting around the city on an empty stomach.
And I'm just... So as soon as Glib starts eating breakfast, Fenn's gonna give, like, a knowing look at Pep and be like... It's like, I told you.
It's gonna be hilarious.
No.
Yeah, Glib's just going to town on a breakfast plate.
Fair enough, yeah. Strix?
Yeah, so I am going to, hold on, I have an issue. I'm having a malfunction.
Oh no. A malfunction.
My dog is malfunctioning.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They do that.
I thought it was the computer. No, this is a biological malfunction. Okay.
Biological malfunction. I think I have stopped it. So I'm gonna walk downstairs and you're just gonna kind of see me go really, really slow.
Oh, I'll remember that hangover.
Want help with that, dear?
Coffee
Yeah.
and sunglasses. I don't know if they're still
I've got you covered. I've got you
What
covered.
is-
Just you sit down. You're fine.
The problem with conventional glasses is they require
I need
ears.
food. I need food.
They do. Yeah. No, I understand. Just come on, little one. Yeah, just right this way. Up on the stool there. You stay put.
I'm
Larry
Strix.
will take care of you.
And she runs away and comes back with a plate overflowing with the greasiest food in the kitchen. Like, the potatoes are from the bottom of the pan covered in oil. They're just... And then, like, big cup of coffee. Yeah. Big cup of coffee. And there's a small vial of something that smells gross next to it. And she points to it and she says, "That goes first. But," and she puts like a container of some sort of juice next to it, "drink that after because you're not going to want to like taste after you drink that. Trust me. I've had
Like a hair of the
worse.
dog.
And
It's
she picks up the tiny vial and she goes, so that, this first,
that
and
first.
and then the juice, and then I can eat.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
And you
Barry,
have
is this what I think it is?
Yes. Probably not.
Okay, this isn't the one you gave me that one time.
And I kind of go,
Might be.
Oh shit.
oh
Oh.
god, this. Okay, so.
Bottoms up. Just take it like a shot.
Yeah, she did it!
It tastes like mud and plants and
My god, that was horrible.
yeah, it tastes absolutely awful. However, almost
And then
instantly,
I'm slamming the juice.
yeah. However, as you're drinking the juice, almost instantly, your head starts to feel slightly less bad, and your eyes can open just a little bit more.
Lesser
Halfling
restoration.
remedies.
Thank you.
Halfling remedies. They taste terrible, but we've been through worse. We can fix anything.
I think I'm gonna have to learn how to make some of those.
Family secret.
Okay, so I vaguely remember saying things last night.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Glib and I have been around the
probably-
mushroom boat a time or two, yeah.
Oh,
You did call everybody a liar.
That's,
I think.
yes.
No, I think I was calling myself more a liar.
No, it was Fen, you lied. Very direct, yes.
Oi! You want me to call you out on the stuff that you've got up to when you've done what you've done?
But I think.
That's fair.
I think. Yeah, I know I called you a liar because it's so.
I never lied. I didn't
Unless
lie.
you were referencing the musical instrument.
No.
Like maybe you wanted some
No.
accompaniment from our local bard.
That's not a bird.
So.
I don't know if anyone remembers this, but Vah'pyr played the lyre.
Yeah. So
So sad.
Yeah, it's a good thing Edwin's not down there yet, huh?
I'm trying to like eat some food, I think. And having discussions.
Vaguely.
Everybody vaguely remembers what I said, correct? Nothing.
Nothing will be held
I didn't-
against you.
I didn't reveal anything super personal? No, I'm pretty sure. Did I?
Nothing will be held against you in the court of Agrassa. You're fine.
I've already forgotten.
Okay, let's just keep it.
I don't know, she's kind of a stickler about the alcohol thing.
Yeah, but on the plus side, under the influence, totally not a thing that you can pull up. It's
Fair.
great. Yeah.
Fair.
That's why she doesn't want you to
remembers
drink,
what
so
I
she can
said.
start holding you accountable.
That's right.
Nobody remembers what I said last night, right?
Sure, we'll
No,
go with
not a
that.
bit. Not a
Mostly
single
just
bit.
yelling about liars. But outside of that, no.
And I kind of give Finn the side eye, and I'm like,
You just eat your food, dear. Trust me, that'll be better.
whatever that family recipe thing was. Thank you so very much for that.
Of course,
Thank
dear.
Thank you so very much for that. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Don't worry, I use it all the time.
And she's gonna kind of pull her little monk hood up over her head, and she's gonna sit there, and she's in contemplation of what she actually revealed about herself last night as she's eating.
Fen's not telling. He's just-
They're a pep and berry.
So I figure, once we get Edwin down here and we get him fed, I figure we'll take a trip over to Madame Tealwing, see if we can't get the Chimera hide and such pawned off, and maybe hit a Mage Gold's for lunch, and then we'll talk to Mia and see about one, the cult connection, and getting these tails offloaded. I am gonna. I'm gonna check with Pep and Barry for 2 small leather satchels.
Yeah, they have those.
And then I'm gonna put 400 gold each into those 2, and I'm gonna put 1 in front of Strix. And I'm pulling that out of the party fund.
Okay.
What is this?
Payment.
For what?
You and Edwin, and ultimately Vah'pyr, well, you didn't sign up for a lot of the mess that Glib and I have gotten up to. And while I realize that you're sticking around, it seemed only fair that you should take a share of part of the money.
I appreciate that, but once we hit that weird little underground place, this kind of became personal.
Well, that's fine.
So,
it's personal for
I'm
me
in
too.
it. I'm not in it because I necessarily am getting paid. I'm in it because I'm.
And that's fair.
But isn't it easier to be in it with 400 more gold?
And don't worry, there's quite a bit more where that came from. Which,
I mean,
Glib,
I don't necessarily know. How much was that dart?
about 60,000. I know.
But think of all the farms you could buy.
I don't want a farm. I got a house. I want a dart.
Glib, that reminds me, I don't remember if you put your gold in with the rest of this or not, so
I don't think so.
Okay.
What? No, I have my own gold.
Okay.
I
Well, thank
gotta
you.
have a little walking around money.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I will put it to use at some point in time.
So, and then I'm gonna set,
So,
just kind of keep the other satchel in front of me until Edwin comes down.
right, which I was about to say at this, Edwin's going to go ahead and make his way down to the, where everyone else is at. But he's going to try and, seem a little upbeat, coming in. Good morning, everyone. Ready to tackle the day? Get some stuff done, huh? Yeah?
You
Yeah.
are given a heaping plate of food, a very
Oh.
large thing of coffee, and some juice. And some water.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
I-
What's
I
breakfast
will-
sale?
I'll gladly take part in the juice and the breakfast ale and the foods. Not a coffee guy, but thank you.
Oh, then the coffee is taken. She instantly downs that, and she hands you a tankard of breakfast ale.
Ah, I was gonna offer to take it, but that's fine.
I would really like. Yeah, I was gonna take it. Do you have any more coffee?
You notice that in this particular inn, your mugs never seem to really run dry. No matter what's in it.
True. I will set Edwin's gold right next to his plate, though.
What's this?
It's your money.
Some cash,
My
boy.
money.
Money, yeah, gold.
How much is in here?
400.
What? And you didn't
400.
tell me how much was in there?
It's, well, now.
Wow.
Holy.
Okay. And then Edwin's gonna reach into his personal pouch, pull out 115 gold, stick it in the satchel with the 400, and slide it back to Fen. Here you go.
There's
Or square.
There's a lot of power plays going on this morning.
I mean, if you want me to put it in with the rest of the party,
Because I owed you 515 gold for the rapier.
no, I pulled that out of the party funds.
Well, there you go. It's back.
I tell you what, you keep the 115, I'll put the 400 back in the party fund for you.
No, it's too late. It's already gone. It's already in there.
Oh,
We won't be able to tell which coin is which now. It'd be such a hassle. It's all gone.
Edwin, you need some walking around money. For when you're walking around, I need money.
I can walk around without money fine.
Okay.
I get the impression that he is no stranger to making coin. Right. Fair enough.
Tavern and you make money as a bard.
I'm a monk. I don't necessarily know how to spend money.
Yeah, that starting gold is a joke.
It's true. It's rough.
Oh man, they treat every monk like they got the vow of poverty.
Oh.
I had no money to begin with, so
My friends apparently had a friend of theirs that was playing a monk, and his starting gold was 7.
that was what mine was. I had 7 pieces of gold. I now have 407.
I think I started out with almost 100.
Yes, because fighters, paladins, and clerics, I think, get like flush
Shit
with
tons of-
cash.
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
shit tons of cash when we started.
they-
It's completely unfair. It's hilarious. And then bards can just turn anything into money as soon as they turn into a tavern. It's why you buff your performance skill. Anyways. So,
All right.
y'all have your plans for the day, yes?
I believe
Yep.
you do, yeah.
Fantastic.
I have yet to actually meet this Madam Tealwing.
Oh, she's a hoot and a half.
Well, to be fair, I mean, you said you were going to take me to meet her, but I was kind of busy being schnocked off my ass before we picked up these two.
Pouty. You were busy being pouty.
That's a word for it. That's a word for it. Hammered is the other.
Ooh, hammered and pouty isn't a good mix.
So,
It's a tad emo, alright?
y'all take the boost. The boost is the free public transportation through the Esa Dwen over to the wealthy district and see a brightly colored shop with these sort of like white, almost marble-looking pebbles out front and perfectly manicured bushes and huge windows, and on top of it, in brightly scrawling letters, says Madam Tealwing's Eleganza.
Well, we're here.
My, she really
What's
knows
an
how to decorate things.
eleganza? I don't. What is an eleganza?
Yeah, I think it's
You
just
know?
a store.
I'm not sure specifically. I am inclined to believe that it is just a store, maybe just a fancy word for store, or just a made-up thing.
Oh,
Well, he
Like
said-
an elegant extravaganza portmanteau.
okay.
Where's Sprout?
He's riding on Fen's shoulder. Because that's my decree.
I did
So
kind
it is
of-
written.
I did
So
make
it
him like a
shall.
little like hammer staff, and I was told that since I armed the mushroom, he was my responsibility now. So
He has been playing with that hammer staff. He also stole some of your breakfast, but he is this big, give or
hardly
take.
noticed. Yeah.
Yeah. He ate a whole
Well-
dang carrot.
He's a growing boy.
Has he hit him in the head? Has he hit you in the head since you gave him that thing?
Of course, a few
I'm
times.
gonna say Fen's gonna end up with some extra pierced ears, you know.
Still can't believe you gave him that.
Why not? I like hammers. Every boy should have
The
a hammer.
giant sharp fans, but I'm not gonna give him a fan.
Yeah, why would you give him a giant fan? He wouldn't be able to
Although, if you gave him a tiny fan, that would be cool.
I
don't-
have a fan?
I don't have the dexterity.
Maybe
in
not
my
so
fingers.
sharp, but like if it's hot and he has a tiny fan, that helps.
Yeah, I'm not quite as nimble as I used to be for some reason.
Wonder why.
I don't know. I started speaking better, but I became less nimble, and I feel slightly less intelligent. The things we give up to become paladins, you know?
Celestial boons and all that.
Yeah, right.
I thought you were referring to the alcohol.
That's
I did too.
Interestingly enough, the loss of alcohol might have actually been a thing.
I fight better when I'm drunk.
I do indeed.
I was gonna say, you always think you're smarter when you're drunk, so like it still tracks, you know.
I used to have an answer for everything, and now I'm just drawing a blank.
Now I'm sober.
So, shall we?
Inwards! Once more to the breach!
You walk inside, and inside is glorious and a lot. There are kind of rose-colored marble pillars. The floor is pink. The walls are kind of goldish, almost. And standing at the front, in what looks to be like actually really well done scale makeup, is a You think she's about 7 foot tall until you see her walk out and you realize that she's got at least a foot of heel on her. A half orc, in flowing gowns and a giant wig, and very buff. And she says, "Welcome, I recognize you! Welcome back, handsome! You're looking lovely today. How can Madam Tealwing assist you?"
Good to see you too. We
boy.
had some run-ins with some chimeras, and we thought maybe you might be interested in some of the parts.
Quelle intrigue! Absolutely. What did you bring, Madam Tealwing?
I don't speak Undercommon, but I'm sure that meant you were excited.
I speak many things. I have a very talented tongue. And she says that aimed at Edwin.
I've kind of hidden behind Finn's leg at this point in time.
I give her a wink. I can't see because of the glasses, but I give her a wink.
It's fair.
Well, she has dark vision.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. She just kind of smirks and she's just like, "So, presents?"
Indeed. They weren't kidding. You really are quite energetic.
And I'm quite a woman.
Yeah, It's my understanding that you took a liking to the wizard fellow.
Yes, well, I have a soft spot for a certain type.
You would have broken him.
Only if he asks nicely.
Fair enough. So Fen's gonna pull out the Chimera Dragon Scales, of which we have 14 pounds. The 6 Dragon Teeth. I need to get rid of the Grick Beak because we don't have that anymore. I don't know why that's still there. I have the 2 Chimera Wings, 2 Chimera Pelts, Chimera Horns times 2, and 6 Chimera Claws. I'm just going to kind of...
No, it's a chimerical. We got it all here in one piece.
Indeed.
Oh, so charming. It is an impressive haul. I'm not even going to pretend. Those pelts. The things I could do with those pelts. What's your asking price?
Well, I figured I'd let you start the negotiations.
Well...
Being that you're such a good friend of my good friend and all.
Are you trying to make a persuasion check?
Yep!
Go ahead.
I even
It
have
almost
a
made
bar.
me spit on my computer.
I mean... I would have thought that
I
maybe
would-
Edwin or Glib would be a better choice for that, but
I
you
would
know.
have thought so too. Apparently, the guy that has the bag of holding is starting the negotiations.
Well, you know what I always say, he who pelt it, dealt it.
I have an 18 on persuasion, though.
That's impressive.
Oh, that's
That's not bad.
I rolled a 17. I just want to make sure that I'm not trained. I don't think I am.
not bad for an amateur.
Right?
Mr. I can't roll
I'm
lower than a 20.
So, I am going to kind of gesture to Edwin and just be like, I'm shit at negotiating.
Well, I will say that each of those pelts is worth at least 36 gold. The claws and teeth are probably worth a good 20 for the lot. Each. Claws and teeth. As for those scales, I'd have to take a closer look. She picks one up and kind of like twirls it around, measures it against her skin tone, holds it up to the light, holds the scale up to the light, puts it between her teeth and like, put that at about, 3 gold per pound.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Some might even say that scales up nicely.
How's
Yep.
that sound to you, Edwin?
You can roll me an insight check.
Me?
Or, yep.
And whoever wants to do it.
I will.
I will. Yep.
Edwin, I'll assist you in the insight check.
Thanks.
Oh
Didn't
no.
help. All right, that's a whopping 9. I'm clearly, I don't know, distracted.
I'm
That's
gonna. You're just gonna kind of see Strix pop around Fenn's leg and go.
Aren't you adorable?
Thank you. You're very pretty. I think that's probably worth somewhere, instead of around 150 gold, I think that's worth somewhere around 225.
And I just kind of hide right back behind his leg.
Are you trying to make the persuasion check? Okay, go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Dun dun dun!
A 22.
Oh wow, that's
Not bad.
Impressive.
persuasive.
220, you say?
25.
225. It is impressive wares. I will give you that.
And the scales are probably enough to make a shirt to fit somebody as amazingly large as you.
Flattery, it's sweet. She looks back to Edwin because he was like brought over. She's just like, I suppose I could be convinced to go 200. I do have to run a business, and I still want to make at least a little profit, even if you are very adorable.
Thank you. I look over at Edwin, I go, what do you think?
I think it's hard to have a business with overhead when you're so tall.
That's when you just raise the roof.
Ah, there you go.
Goodness.
Unless you're planning to sweeten the deal.
A date with Edwin?
And I just kind of smile up at him.
I think that's what we call prostitution, though.
That's a quid pro. Whoa.
Yep.
Edwin admittedly a little caught off guard by Strix's offer, but also he kind of awkwardly smiles, but still tries to seem charming.
Edwin's having a rough time lately because
I'm
Cheer
indeed.
you up to go out with somebody as amazingly
Robust.
energetic as this.
Oh, absolutely. The pleasure would be all mine, for sure.
Well, I'm not getting involved in your dating life, Edwin.
I'm not
No,
going
that-
to ask you to go on a date with me. It's a business arrangement, dear. I'm just teasing. It's funnier that way.
Oh, I'm highly amused. Absolutely.
I do like how quickly Strix came to that conclusion, though.
She just has this look of.
Raisin.
She just has this look of.
I know something you don't know.
So does Madame Tealwing.
Strix over here, like, I spent my whole life in a monastery, but apparently the monastery was flush with bacon and prostitution. So,
Well, how do you think they got the bacon? There's a
You're from
hierarchy.
Cava. You've been to that monastery before. Sorry. That's yep. That's a Vegas joke, ladies and gentlemen.
mhm.
Yes, it is.
I might have an alternate option to even out the playing field a little bit.
Ooh.
And she turns around. And let me pull up something because I should have done this earlier. And I just didn't.
That happened.
You must defeat my champions in combat.
But it's a
She
fashion show.
walks a little bit over. And she pulls from behind her, like, little... She has, like, a area of the wall that she just kind of, like, pushes aside, and you see the, like, muscles kind of pop out a little bit as she pushes it. And, she pulls out something on a hanger, and it's this long, glowing, almost robe-looking thing that glitters, and she kind of flicks it a little. And then she walks back over, and she says, 200 gold. 185 gold. And this is something called shiftweave. A magical cloth that, when worn, can hold memory of 5 different outfits. You can change at the thought of a mind. Very unique.
Well, that sounds pretty snazzy.
Edwin want.
Done.
Fair enough.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Absolutely. You would like to roll me an Arcana check? 100%.
Oh my gosh. Glib is surprisingly good at Arcana. That's a 24.
Very nice. You have heard of shiftweave before. And I will... Hold on.
I thought it was just a myth! A legend! Told to children in the cave!
It is technically considered a common item, but the actual card says, when a suit of shiftweave is created, up to 5 different outfits can be embedded in the cloth. While wearing the cloth, you can speak the command word as a bonus action and transform your outfit into your choice of one of the other designs contained within it. Regardless of its appearance, the outfit can't be anything but clothing. Although it can duplicate the look of other magical clothing, it doesn't gain their properties. So it's kind of just a good, like...
Costume piece.
Yeah, it's a costume piece. It's also really good for, like, sneaking around and things like that, blending in.
I guess the question I had is, it absorbs the different outfits, so you have to have 5 different outfits, and then just, like, it sucks it in? Or is it just, you can imprint it with 5 different outfits.
You can imprint it with 5 different outfits.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
can, like, kind of give it the something to mirror, and it will turn into that.
That's legit. That's pretty sweet.
Gotta walk into the fanciest clothing store and just walk around pressing it on stuff.
Well, darling.
Can I help you?
That sounds like something from Legend of Shield Hero. I'm like, ooh, my shield.
Well,
This
it also
is the
sounds like some-
fanciest clothing store. She's not lying. But yeah, she pulls out a bag, scoops everything off of the counter and into the bag, and then goes into the back and comes out with a pouch of gold and just kind of places it out in front of her, dangling it, and says, "Count it if you want."
No, I trust you. I will take the pouch and I will just hand it straight to Edwin.
You know what they say, there's no counting for taste. We trust you. Because of all the taste. You know, the good taste.
Ben will go ahead and take a look around, though, and see what else Madame Tealwing has, just in case there's anything of use for him here.
You see a very impressive collection of cloaks. Lots of, like, high-end suits in different colors. Dresses in every size known to man or beast. All of it very high quality, and all of it extremely fashionable with just a hint of, like, I want to stand out. There's a couple of things that are a little bit more mundane, but not overly so. This is like a fashion shop. So everything, like, she has nice jewelry.
I basically, like,
pearls
walked into
and
Ralph
diamonds
Lauren's
and-
corporate office.
Yes,
Yeah,
except run by a drag queen and
right.
brightly colored.
Just immediately take it. Thanks! 5 outfits and walk out.
Whap, whap, whap.
I do believe I was promised a fashion show to some of my more exciting robes last time you were here, but I think the people who promised it aren't present.
No, no, no.
I might lose my fashion show.
Promise is a promise.
Well, Fen, you might be interested in getting some updated raiments.
Shit. Sure.
Something to match your new
Yeah, Fen,
obligations.
you're a man of God, after all.
Oh, really?
Hey, singular god, yes.
I said God.
No, shit. Yeah?
I don't see a holy symbol.
Oh, you will.
I snap my fingers and the chest plate pops off. And I just kind of open the tunic.
Oh.
She branded me.
I've had that night. She just walks to the back of the store. I'm so sorry. This is the only character that's like this. I promise. She picks out 3 different shirts. One of them is black, one of them is white, one of them is red. She hands them to you and says, "Through there, try them on."
Alright. Fen will go and try them on. And comes out in the black one and just goes,
It is silky, and it is cut down to your navel. And shows the holy symbol entirely. With, like, 2 little strings here, so you could tie it closed if you wanted to, but it wouldn't do much.
We gotta do the mid-2000s fashion montage where Edwin and Strix and Glib are just sitting there in the corner being like,
Mm-mm.
oh no. Alright.
Fan art.
Right. This is.
what do you mean?
weird. Oh god, this is
Fan
all
art.
just, yeah, this is all just Fen art bait. Is really all it is.
I do my best.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them are the same style, just in different colors, and all of them are silky.
If Ben could turn red, he would be.
Well, that's what the shirt is for.
The purple deepens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes from the gray purple to just purple.
Brother?
And did you need something? Handsome. Really, it could be to either of you. She's just kind of looking in that general direction, just kind of like...
No, I think I'm due for a new delivery any day now, so... Glib looks down and just is like... his countenance.
Tatters! Yeah.
And the secret is that your patron just sends fairies to, like, retailer all of your clothes.
Oh, occasionally he'll just open up his bag and it's just new clothes, and he's like, ah, cool!
He's a very nice patron.
Right?
Well, I can't be having my knight be wandering around looking like a ragamuffin.
It's not appropriate. You have to have something a little bit better than that. Adventuring requires proper gear.
That is true.
Well, I never say no to clothes. So let me see
that'd
what
make
you
you-
got.
Oh, I love you.
Show me what you got.
And she looks you over, like, very slowly rakes her eyes from top to bottom. Do you have any limits?
I don't know the meaning of the word.
My favorite sentence. And she just, like, walks through the aisles and, like, pulls out a few things and kind of, like, tosses them over her shoulder. And there's a few, like, headbands in there as well. And she hands them to you. Says, I think this will fit you wonderfully.
Fantastic. And then I will... She just handed me headbands, or like outfits with headbands as well?
There's outfits with headbands.
Okay, just making sure. So then
Yeah.
I will go and change into the various outfits that you get to have all the fun of describing. For
So one of them...
purposes, obviously. Pay attention, artists out there.
One of them is kind of a pirate-esque theme, so there's a leather vest and leather pants, and then kind of like a like white flowy shirt, and a like red bandana type headband that's wrapped around. There's another one that's very like what you would kind of refer to as Prince Charming style. So like very tight pants, and then like a large flowy type shirt with the kind of like poofed sleeves. And then the headband is like a dark purple color with gold accents on it. And then the third one that she picked for you is a little bit more casual and average because, you know, she does recognize that sometimes she wants to sell clothes. She doesn't just want to see handsome men in overly revealing outfits. And so it's kind of the more common style of just a regular, like, long sleeve long sleeve shirt, and then like appropriately sized breeches that are still like all of Madame Tealwing's clothes accentuate what needs to be accentuated on everyone. But it's still like appropriate for everyday wear. And then just a like kind of forest green headband.
Nice. I'd wear all these outfits. And that's not Edwin talking, that's me, Tony. No, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
And also, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you. This character is like the best and worst at the same time. I love her. So, are we happy?
I believe that I'm happy with this transaction myself. How about the three of you?
Works for me.
Excellent.
It depends. How much for these outfits?
Well, Madame Tealwing does have the best possible pricing. For all three of those, that would be 10 gold. For the Darling Paladin, those shirts would be 5 gold for all three of them, or, what is math?
Couldn't have just made it 6 gold, huh?
No, I have to hate myself. One can never just be nice to oneself. 1 gold, 7 silver each. And yes, that's it.
I'll take them. For sure.
Did the other two desire some help? My darling, you are beautiful. Would you like something to accentuate some of those finer traits?
Yeah, I already told you I'm buying the outfits.
Oh, I like you. We could have a lot of fun.
Feelings mutual.
I think she was talking to you, Strix.
She was.
No, I'm okay. Thank you. Do you have any monks wraps and robes, or anything?
Let me see what I can do for you. And she kind of like wanders away and comes back. And in the seam, you see a tag that says "Geese by courtesy."
What by courtesy?
Ghee.
Okay.
It's like monks' robes.
Yeah.
And they're very small. They are a black, so they are your size. And it's black with like midnight blue edging.
Ooh.
And there are like silver veins in some of the patterns. But it's like a dark silver. It's very like stealth based. And it's a monk's robe, but it's like fairly high quality.
How much is the black one?
Well, this is designer by one of the most famous adventurers of current day. So I would place this at 5 gold. Rather expensive, but you are paying for the label and the fine quality, as well as the name to say that you are wearing Courtesy's designs.
Hey, Strix, you're
Yeah?
worth it.
You
Yeah,
are
so
absolutely worth it.
I will take it.
And I kind of pull out my little pouch and I stick my wing in and I pull out 5 little gold pieces and I hand it to her.
Thank you.
And then I sent you a whisper.
That would make sense. Okay.
We've been able to fit all 3 types of montages, where Fen is the one putting on outfits he doesn't want to and just kind of like, here I am. Edwin, who's like, here I am, look at me. And then Strix is like the awkward, like, take the glasses off. Wow, now you're magically beautiful type, like, style.
It's so perfect. We have
It's all
somehow gone through all of them.
all of them.
Madame Tealwing is very pleased. Madame Tealwing is also just indulging herself with Fen and Edwin. Just, especially Edwin. She's just indulging all of her whims. But she's trying to make everyone feel beautiful. It's her purpose in life. So,
And
yes.
she kind of takes her robes and then she puts them in her little proper size knapsack.
Thank you very much.
And then she just kind of goes and stands back at the back of the group again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you all for all of this. This is absolutely wonderful. You, and she turns to Edwin, hit me up next time you're in town.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else I can do for you? You have officially become my favorite guests.
I think that just about does it for me. Although I do want to see that magical spell weave work.
Oh, yes. Who was going to get that?
Ben points at Edwin.
Best idea.
I'll pull it out, and then I'll press it to the pirate outfit before giving it to Glib.
What? It's so big. Oh, actually, no, it resized. It's magical.
Yes, they tend to do that. And she tells you the trigger word, which, I mean, whoever's going to keep it can make up the trigger word.
I thought this was an Edwin item.
It's an Edwin thing.
Yeah, Edwin. What's the trigger word?
Unless
I thought you were going to tell us what it was. I was expecting it to just be fabulous. So,
I mean, honestly, that would probably make the most sense, but you know.
But you really have to. You really got to belt it, so it's not very good for stealth.
Fabulous! It is my simple request.
Unless you're handing it to me so you can get my sweet look imprinted on it for yourself.
100%.
Which I get.
You are very fashionable, my good Glib.
You know, it helps to have a patron of the arts.
Patrons, those are lovely things.
I agree. No, I think this is an Edwin item, so Edwin, here you go.
I'll take it and stick it in my bag.
No, do it! Say the thing!
Do the thing. I've just got the outfit. I could just put the outfit on.
I have an idea. And she walks away. And she grabs, like... It's so dark you think it's black. But it's a suit. Like, just a 3-piece suit. Very fine, very tailored. You can tell that a lot of work and effort went into this suit. And when you get the light in just the right way, sometimes it looks almost burgundy, sometimes it looks midnight blue. And she holds it out and says, I'd love to see you in this.
Okay, I will press the weave to it. Do I have to say the command word to store an outfit, or just press it on something?
Yeah, you can just press it on.
Okay, so I press it on the suit, and then I hold it, and then I will say, fabulous.
And a perfectly fitted suit is now adorned to you with, like, the dark blue shirt and the matching, like, it's very matching, but not in a, like, overwhelming sense. It's, like, the fashionable kind of matching. So there's like accent colors here and there.
I like.
Ooh, snazzy.
It is a very useful item. That one's on me.
Thank you. This is not coming off anytime soon.
I would hope not.
Unless you ask nicely.
Promises.
And away we go.
So, where would you like to go next?
For clarification, for my sake, is Stickum on the way to Heroes Hall from where we are, or is it in the opposite direction?
I believe that Stickum is in... Yes, Stickum is in a totally different area of town from Heroes Hall. Well, Heroes Hall is in the suburbs, Stickum is in the bad side of town.
Yeah, it was like adjacent to the bad side of town, like kind of on the border, right?
That's where Stickum was. Heroes Hall is a little bit more centralized. It's kind of right in between where most of... It's a little bit on the better side of the suburbs with most of the governmental buildings.
If you've hit the railroad tracks, you've gone too far.
Yeah, exactly. If the streets start to look a little bit too shiny and well kept, that's where you've got a problem. So it would probably be Heroes Hall and then Stickum would be past Heroes Hall.
Yeah. Well, let's get some coffee to Mage Gold's on the way, and we'll head over to Heroes Hall and talk to Maya.
Fantastic. We are going to pause with the three of you.
Excellent.
And go to Strix. Strix, you very subtly and quietly, like a master of the martial arts that you are, noped out of the shop while everyone was distracted with watching Edwin become absolutely head-to-toe lavished by...
Fantastic.
And Fen being, like, boosted, and yes, Glib being patron flattered, and you just kind of, like, scoot your way out. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I was getting a little uncomfortable because that was really overwhelming for Strix. She's never been in anything like that. And she's still a little sad that their friend is missing. So I simply stepped out and I walked across the street to a little bench or a rock or something across the street. And I sat down and I just pulled out a little rock. And it's the same rock that I played 3-card Monty with.
Okay.
And I'm just simply sitting across the street, holding my rock and drawing.
Okay. And when they come out, are you going to join them, or are you going to kind of like...
Yeah. I walk up to Edwin and I hand him the rock. And I put a folded up missing poster in his hand, and I say, "You're not the only one that misses him. And you never said sorry or thank you. So maybe next time, consider other people too." And I walk away.
Okay.
And that's why she said what she said. And pimped him out.
Okay. So
Edwin's gonna just take a moment to look at the poster because he hadn't seen like the other ones too because he was drinking and then sleeping, and the rock, and then he's gonna kind of put him with his things and without talking just proceed with everyone.
Fair enough. You guys make your way into Mage Gold's, led by Fen. Mage Gold's is actually one of the few chains that exist in the world of Anna. It is run by two nearly identical, you would think that they're twins, except they look exactly like the twins that you would have seen in your personal Mage Gold's. If you have ever walked into a Mage Gold's, you would know that the coffee cups are prestidigitated so that they last for 1 hour, and only 1 hour. And then they will disappear whether the coffee is gone or not. So you have 1 hour to drink your coffee, but it has been put to work for like a couple 100 years. It's been perfected for that long. They tend to, they have a coffee cart to put cream and sugar. You know that the Simulacrum tend to frown upon pollutants in their coffee. Even though they have, like, frappuccinos and things like that on the menu. Like, they have frou-frou coffees on the menu. It's just sort of frowned upon. But you walk in, and you are greeted, and the female of the twins says, "What can I get for you?"
Big coffee! Big coffee!
Big coffee. Can do that.
And I guess like a sandwich.
Oh. Cool.
Can I have a proper-sized coffee, please?
Sure.
And then I would also like some kind of pastry or bread or something.
We have pastries.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Edwin's just gonna take a seat in the corner while everyone's getting their orders.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Fen's just gonna sit down in a corner.
Alright, then the two smaller ones are handed their drinks and treats
Yeah.
by the much grumpier looking of the twins, the male twin, who just kind of like looks at both of you and just kind of grunts as he hands you the treats and the coffees.
Thank you!
I give him a big smile and I'm like, thank you!
Mm. You get the feeling that one of the twins got the personality, and the other twin, you're not sure.
You got the chemistry.
Yeah. The brain bucks. But yeah, you have your coffees.
Oh yeah, that really hits spot.
Then I guess we head over to Heroes Hall to talk to Mia and turn in our stuff.
And with that, I think we should go to our break. So, we will start up with what happens with Mia at Heroes Hall after this.
We're all gonna die.
Bye! Welcome back, everyone. We hope you had a wonderful break. Ours was extremely entertaining for
Very much so.
every level. Yes, so, you guys left the dashing Madame Tealwing, grabbed yourselves some mage golds, as everyone should, because it is mage golds, and then headed your way on the bus to, Heroes Hall. So, you arrive at the, glistening building that is now fairly familiar for really all of you, and walk inside. At the front desk, you see Balin standing there behind the desk, working away. The coffee cart does seem to be missing for the moment.
Balin is
Glib
the
holding his
nice
half-full
one, right?
Coffee.
Balin is the half-drow. Or, no, I think he's just a full drow. I think he's a full drow. Balin is the full drow who, yes, is
He's
Right.
the friendly one.
He's
one
the
of my
friendly one,
people.
yeah.
The friendly one.
Yeah.
I walk up to Balin and
Hi.
and I hand him my little papers.
Could you please just post one of these since Vah'pyr went missing?
Yes, absolutely. I can take care of this for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Plus side, we haven't killed each other.
Yes, we're all well.
Yeah,
Vah'pyr got
maybe
taken.
don't say that after we announce that he's missing.
No. One of us got kidnapped. The last time they put a group together like this, they killed each other.
I know,
We
but when
didn't
you're
kill
like,
each other.
when you're like, oh, we have a party member that's missing, but we definitely didn't kill him, that's a little suspicious.
He has a point. It is a little
Fair point, yeah.
suspicious.
He got kidnapped through a tree. Yeah, it happens. I'm sure he's doing
Excuse
all right.
him, he's sober.
That is true. Yeah.
I'm glad you are all here safe and sound. You had taken the chimera.
I pull 2 tails out of the bag of holding.
Wonderful. Yes. Those will be extremely useful.
I'm gonna put them back in the bag of holding.
Are you waiting for currency? Because I have that waiting for you. I just needed to see how many there were.
Oh, do we turn that in here? I thought we did that. Yeah, either way. Yeah.
I mean, well, I can turn them in here. Actually, we were
I
hoping
am
to
the
speak
point of
with you.
contact for.
Ah, fantastic.
Well, give the person their tails.
I will give him his tails.
You will take the tails, take them into the bag, and come back out with the agreed upon. I believe it was
400 per.
400 apiece. Yeah, for a maximum of 3.
Yes.
So he comes back with a bag containing 800 gold pieces, and hands. Actually, in all likelihood, it's just 80 platinum pieces because it's lighter and easier to carry. So you would be paid 80 platinum, which is equivalent to 800 gold pieces. And he says, I apologize, I interrupted you. What did you need?
Actually, we were hoping to speak with the mayor.
You were hoping to speak with me.
Yes.
Yes.
I know that's a change of pace, but
Slightly, yes. She should be back any moment. She is, the exact words I heard were, I don't have enough bleeping coffee to deal with these bleeping hero types.
dude, I get it.
Fair
That's
enough.
a mood.
And
You also heroes here?
I mean,
that is technically supposed to be the point, yes. And as that is said, the coffee, like the screeching wheels of the coffee cart comes in, and she's like, "It's mud, but it works." And she's got like a giant mug in front of her that's 3 times the size of Glib's head, really. And she just and walks behind the desk.
Introducing our new hero-sized mug.
Did she say mud?
mud.
Is
Yes.
she drinking mud?
It's,
Yes.
I don't think it's literally mud. I think it's maybe just not good coffee.
It's
Uh,
you know when you put enough coffee grounds in there that you fill up the entire filter? That's what she did. She made mud.
And then they spilled over.
Yeah, it's about as strong as
Slightly chewy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
with a slight crunch.
it's about as close to jet fuel as one can get from coffee.
Please don't let Glib have any of that.
Oh, crunchy coffee, my favorite.
I'm not his mom.
Damn it.
So they find the coffee rack.
And it does have like creamers and sugars and everything like that on it. So
Let's play. Which part of the world the caffeine binge has landed Glib today?
where in the world where in the world is Gliblin San Diego?
Where in the world is Glibblin San Diego?
Oh, Jesus.
I really want someone to draw Glib in that outfit now.
Oh, my God.
He looks so good.
I mean, honestly, everybody looks good with big
With
red
the big
hat.
ears
That's
coming out from the hat.
Mhm.
Hell yeah! No, it look hot as hoth on Glib. But anyways,
The hell of a thing. Maya, I've been made to understand that you have, experience with,
You know what?
Cults.
Yeah, we're
cult-like
looking into a cult.
behavior, yeah. I was looking for the words, but They escaped me.
You
Yeah.
can say cult.
Forgive him, he's sober.
He is not.
That's so
apparently.
problematic, actually. I completely understand. You should try some coffee. It makes people less stupid with their mouths.
Yeah, that doesn't really work for me.
Shocking. What do you want to know about cults? I'm sure there's a wonderful library upstairs that can assist you with all of your heroic needs.
No libraries. No libraries for me, thank you.
We're looking specifically into the Cult of Ruin.
Glib, roll me a persuasion check.
Alrighty, here it comes. Here's a 3, I assume.
Oh shit.
Can I assist?
I'm gonna make this individual, but you'll have a couple of chances.
Hey, that wasn't that bad. Persuasion? That is a 17.
What makes you think I would know about the Cult of Ruins?
Oh, nothing. Just, we got pointed your way as sort of an aficionado on local cult activity, and that was more or less a shot in the dark. I guess aficionado. It's not like you're, like, interested in it. Just have some experience.
The closest thing we have to an expert.
More lead, really.
Listen, we'd appreciate any direction you can point us. I will even head to Mage Gold's and bring you the finest, largest cup of coffee they can muster,
See, that's
Strongest
if that'll help you out.
The strongest
Roll me.
cup of coffee, too.
Roll me persuasion. Add advantage for reasons of bribery.
With
Clever.
Goodness.
I know this is a stupid thing. You are an eloquence bard, but
Does a 28 get the job done?
Jesus Christ.
what did you roll?
Is
Just
this
'cause
how
I
it-
need to know?
Is this how
rolled
it
a
feels when I
3.
blacksmith shit?
Yes. What did you roll? Just
When I
because I
stealth.
need to know for
I
myself.
rolled an 18, but I have a plus 10.
Oh, well, that doesn't make me feel as bad.
Yeah, but he
When I
can't roll
stealth
below
things.
20. Like, he's incapable of rolling below 20 on this.
This is true. Anything I roll below a 10 becomes a 10.
Yeah,
So,
Hell yeah,
it's
man.
broken. She just kind of like,
so am I, so it works.
she looks over the other three of you, and then she looks to Edwin. I like their hazelnut roast. There's one 3 doors down. Meet me in my office. Third door on the left, down that hall.
Excellent.
Thank you. And,
She-
I will-
We run to get the coffee. Or at the very least, Ben will run and like fuck.
I don't think
Hazelnut
I've
roast.
ever had their hazelnut roast. And Glib prestidigitates his coffee to taste like hazelnuts. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
She like, as soon as she finishes that sentence, she leaves, and Balin is just like, "Good to have mercy on your soul. I don't know which gods you pray to, but I wish you well with that."
I know which gods he prays to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, but I go with light, and then you'll be blessings upon your past, and I hope you reincarnate well.
So you saying this has me concerned.
A little bit, yeah.
Is she gonna make us get her coffee and then murder us in her office?
Your friend is very convincing, apparently. It's probably fine.
Okay.
Probably fine. Yes.
Hey,
See
I've
the
worked
reason
on
the
less
other
than
hero
probably.
died?
So I probably shouldn't keep her waiting. Then.
Oh, I'm already gone.
Like,
I'm already.
I have a
Oh.
feeling if you didn't run out, Fen just booked.
Yeah.
get the strongest and largest variant of her desired choice.
Mm-hmm. I'm even going to
I don't
tell
care
them...
how much it is. Like,
Yeah, I'm even going to tell them at the counter, whatever it is that Mia normally gets here, the strongest hazelnut roast of that in the biggest cup you've got.
And it is delivered, and it is made quickly. As
Mia, oh no!
well as is always the case with mage golds, they make it in a timely fashion because you have 1 hour.
Yep. And as soon as I have the cup, and I pay, how much is it that I've got to pay for it?
Do 5 silver.
Got it.
Which is a lot for coffee.
That's a lot.
It's a lot for coffee.
That's a lot. Oh my god.
But again, fantasy Starbucks, and you're asking for something kind of like big and fancy. So
It's one of those birthday drinks you see the memes about.
yeah, it's the $7 like, or the $7 to $10 like Starbucks drinks that are just disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. So as soon as Fed has it, he's just like hoofing it back.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, Glib's making his home, or he's making himself at home with the coffee cart. He's like, oh yeah, a little creamer. This isn't that bad.
It is very close to the entryway of the Heroes Hall, so you make it back pretty quickly.
Oh, I got it.
All
right, let's go.
Let's go to her office.
You go in, you find a very bare bones office, and she just kind of like looks at all of you and is just like, sit down. There are chairs there. They are a mismatch. You get the feeling that she like pulled in chairs from other offices, and she looks very put out by this.
Alright, before we deliver the goods, I have one question.
Yeah.
Hot or cold? How do you like your coffee?
I like it to boil flesh and melt bones.
Alrighty! Glib, make sure it's up to snuff with prestidigitation to adjust the temperature of it.
She takes a sip and she just kind of like... You can proceed.
I take a seat then.
I sit down as well. My little legs dangling off of whatever chair it is.
Right.
So yeah. Colts.
If you could point us in a direction, and share anything you may know.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Alrighty.
This will be the third one.
Would you like me to assist?
I will allow assistance from Glib.
Then
because,
alright, then
yeah.
I'll take that one. He did heat up the coffee, so
He did heat up the coffee. It like, and everyone's just kind of walking on eggshells, which,
so that'll be
her
a natural
twisted
20
mind
for
enjoys.
30.
Holy fudge!
Hey, remember that time where Matt Mercer said it wasn't possible to roll a natural 30? Anyway, she's kind
I'm
of...
not an eloquence bard.
I don't know where they are now. And I don't know what portion or name they're going by. When I knew them, they called themselves the Children of the Serpent. We grew up in a commune on the outsides of the Lantern Light, in some old ruins from giants a long time ago. I can't tell you a lot about the daily life of the cults, or what they do. My parent... The wizards trained me in magic so that I could be a host to their serpent, in the hopes that he would be reborn in me and make the world in his image a better, more communal place with the forests.
Wouldn't happen to be Vah'pyr. Would it?
I only heard it spoken once, but that was the name they had me memorize in the ceremony I was supposed to enact to bring about the resurrection of the serpent. Yeah.
Okay.
Did they tell you where it was at the time? I guess resurrection. I had a theory that he was in a different plane.
I wasn't exactly told all of the information, and there was a lot of stuff they didn't know. I can tell you that they were obsessed with this place called the Everdon. Somewhere outside of Helé, it's supposed to hold the answers to all of history. They also were super obsessed with the Feywild. Apparently there's a connection to a god that didn't leave. If that's true, it's a dumbass, but...
Yeah.
They said that there's a way to find one there,
Double
and
shit.
that's one
I
of
think I
the
talked to that
places.
guy. Glib says not in character, but I'm pretty... I'm trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Do you know what they were trying to make the Dark Lanterns for?
My section never made Dark Lanterns. But
So
I was 15 when I was rescued, so...
So you're not familiar with Thurvan Everbren?
Isn't that the guy from the Wanted poster?
Yeah, well, that too. Great, that's what I need. A guy that I look way too fucking much like on a Wanted poster. Thanks, Dad, you dick.
So based on what you're
Oh, I
saying,
get
though, it seems like maybe the cult has moved away from trying to incarnate Vah'pyr into a humanoid host and more just bring them in wholesale using some sort of lantern.
Oh, that
Well,
sounds terrifying.
So, I mean, there were a couple of different sections. We were called the Children of the Serpent, but there was another one that the wizards talked about a couple of times. Somewhere up north. And there was supposed to be small pockets of different families all over. I guess they are all working towards the same goal, but they all have different ways about it. The wizards said that their way was the best, but it's not exactly like I can tell you whether or not that's true. I was kind of kept separated, if that makes sense. So there's not a whole lot that I was allowed to know about everyday life. It was all just kind of learn the spells, end the world, make it anew.
Where
My
was
section-
your group at?
We were in the northern part of southern Tahoban. It's like that part of Tahoban that's connected, almost looks like another continent, but isn't. I didn't know any cities around there, and when I was rescued, the rest of my section was wiped out. So, they're not a problem anymore.
Go ahead,
I
Glib.
just had a thought. What if the lantern isn't for Vah'pyr? What if is there a city that has a Roundtree lantern?
A what lantern?
Not
Roundtree-
on this plane, but
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Roundtree's the patron of the Fae.
He's the god that supposedly hasn't left yet.
He's the one that hasn't dicked off. He's too busy partying in the Fen'rahl.
The Roundtree boy, as I called him, not to his face, because that would have been
Roundtree's
a level
kind
of
rowdy.
hubris that I'm not comfortable with.
Come on, that's fair. I'm pretty sure
Trying
if I
really hard to keep this straight-faced character.
Ha!
you wouldn't happen to know about some. We were just about a week ago. We found one of the hideouts, a Yuan-Ti ruin, and they teleported. Three of us. There were Vah'pyr, who was also with us. They actually kidnapped him through a tree. Fantastic. But he and the three of us were teleported to a location near the ocean, it sounded like. But it was a cave. And then the one that they call Riven hurled us back to the Yuan-Ti room. You wouldn't happen to have anything on that.
Well, that part of the Yunti ruin probably was older than a lot of things, and it had a portal that you could use to get to just about any plane you wanted if you knew the right ingredients.
Yeah, that sounds about right. As far as near the ocean, when I was there, they didn't really make a point of mentioning much. I know that there are some people, some sections who moonlight as pirates. And then there's supposed to be a section over next to this... Oh, Lord. I have to pull up my own map because I can't remember the name.
Weren't we looking for some pirates on an island somewhere one time?
Yeah.
Once upon a time?
They
You were
attacking
told
Zades.
about pirates off the coast of Zades that seemed to be the ones that had attacked Oberbaron.
Good thing we have some sexy pirate outfits now.
Oh, and didn't they also attack Port Cove?
You assumed that they were part of the attack on Port Cove.
Yeah.
There's like some smaller towns near Danswell. Danswell has a lot of caves around the sea area. Sometimes.
Isn't that where Glib and I came from?
No, we came from Higbrod.
Right.
Do you know if they have any reaches into Samaras?
They're all over the globe. I mean, everywhere could have one. I grew up being told that they were more powerful than the lantern folk could imagine, and that the squishy light would never be able to stand up against us because we were far beyond what they could ever imagine. They'd grown lazy and complacent. You know, basic programming stuff.
Yeah, that sounds about right for cult rhetoric.
Yeah.
Fenn's just gonna kind of like fidget with the brand on his chest, just kind of like, why, that sounds terrifying. Excellent.
Well, you've mentioned some wizards so far. Are you familiar with the specific schools of magic that they were adept at?
That's a great
They didn't
question.
really try to get to know me very much, and I was a kid. I didn't exactly try to get to know them either.
That's fair.
I was 15 when I was rescued.
Yeah, I didn't really care much for what the elders were doing around 15. Well, my equivalent of 15.
Works different for goblins.
I'm almost 15.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot about the average lifespan of goblins there for a second. Then went, oh shit, that's right.
He's almost into.
He's old.
Yeah, he's lived a good long life. Comparatively.
Right. All right.
It's that Glib life.
If we needed to, could we teleport to Zades to investigate the pirate thing? Is there a way to do that?
Yeah. Heroes Hall can actually assist you with that if you wanted.
Oh. Well,
How
that's handy.
expensive is it?
Like 100 gold. You just have to pay for, like, you know, the materials.
That's 1/4
Right.
of a chimera tail. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Can
Congrats
you get
on
us
the-
back once we get there, though?
Well, there's
Get us
probably a hero's
back
hall
here.
there.
Yeah.
There's a Heroes Hall there, and the college also has.
Okay.
The university is, like,
Oh yeah,
loaded with magic users.
Well, that's neat.
they're big on magic over there at Zades. It's a big university. Well, is there anything else that you think is pertinent to us investigating this particular sect of the Cult of Ruin, or the followers of Vah'pyr?
Not that I know, but they had this weird, like, nursery rhyme sort of thing for the Everdon.
Oh yeah, it's my understanding that it moves, right?
Well, it moves between planes, but the wizards used to say that they were, like, obsessed with finding it. So they had all of us memorize all the stuff that we could about it, and everyone was really excited the day they figured out that just outside to the south of Helle, you could walk and find this giant tree that on the third moon of every month had a crow sitting on top of it and a notch opened. They thought that it was, like, through there or something, but no one could ever get through.
What, I assume that date's coming up, huh?
Well, it's pretty continuous, but, you know, we just started this month. It's probably fine.
Well, I'd say if we're gonna investigate that route, we should probably go because Hell A has some pretty rough traffic.
Yeah, you really gotta watch out for that 405!
Ooh, it'll get you. Yeah, don't even get me started on the Ogre Pass.
Oh,
It gets
man!
congested so easily.
It really does!
Is there like a small township called Vah'pyr or something there? Or...
It's, I think it's Adventura.
Yeah. It's, you know, one of those Delphi-Gull outposts.
Okay.
Well, the way I see it, we have a couple of options. We can either head to Zades and track down some pirates, or make our way to Hell A and see about traveling to an interdimensional library full of forbidden knowledge.
Didn't you say something about Dato?
What?
Did I say that? Did I say that? It's I don't know that.
Dancewell?
Yeah, no. It started with a D. It was a place that started with a D.
Danceville.
Oh,
Yeah, Dancewell's the only one that started with a D. Are you talking about Koa? Port Cove?
I just must have misheard you. I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's okay.
Um,
It's a lot to take in. I get it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
you
I've
know.
only ever been on like Samaris, which is a tiny little island, and then I was in a monastery for a really long.
Yeah.
hey, I'm just a blacksmith from the sticks, so I get it.
This is
I grew up in a cave.
It's a really big world that I've never seen before.
Isn't
It's
that
a big
great?
world after.
Isn't
you
that
right now.
exciting?
Yeah. Wow.
Alright,
Here.
And then past this world, there's more worlds. So many more worlds.
Yeah, there's at least 9 other ones that I can think of off the top of my head.
just wait. There's more.
Well, yeah, but these guys don't like portals for some reason. I don't get it.
I mean, I don't know if I like them or not because I've never been through one.
Well, it looks like we're looking for one for an interdimensional library.
Well, if you're traveling to Zades, you'll be going through one. I can't help you get to Helle, though. It's too small.
I've acquired a taste for portals.
What would be the quickest way to LA?
We just need to get you a companion cube. Sorry. Walking.
How far is it?
It's a great question.
Oh, wait. Boat.
Ooh, danger boat.
Gotta go on a boat again?
About a week by water. But it's like 2 or 3 by land.
Well, if we go by water, then we'll be there with plenty of time to. It was the 3rd Sunday.
3rd week. I don't have a specific day.
Third moon every...
Third, yeah.
The third
Third
moon every
moon every
month. You have to find the tree, the tallest tree with the crown.
Yeah.
So if we take a boat now, since the month just started, then we could probably get there in time to take a look at that their tree.
That's true, we could.
But what's in Zades?
A bunch of books, pirates,
And pirates.
pirates and books.
Some of the pirates that work with the cult have been seen around Zades. But they're also looking for this interdimensional library, and apparently they have what appears to be a location.
Well, mine were. Mine are all dead.
Oh, well, that simplifies things. Alright. It seems like we have a couple options. We either head to Zades, track down the pirates, potentially Fenn's father, or people that work with Fenn's father, and who knows, maybe that magical library will have some information that we're looking for. Or we head to Helle and take a look, try and make our way through the into the Everdawn. That seems a little less pressing now that we realize that everybody who knows about its location is either not in a cult anymore or dead.
I say we go for the library.
Interdimensional library?
That's my
Or,
vote.
or Zades, where my old man and the pirate got. Which also has library.
Either way, there's a library involved.
Let's-
Don't you just hate that?
But only one of them do I get to use my pirate outfit.
That's fair.
Well,
Well,
let's go with the pirates.
I will say, you don't need to not dress like a pirate to go to the Everdawn.
There is that.
I vote Zades.
Yeah, Zades feels like a little bit more pressing at the moment. Thank you, Mia, for all of your time.
And with Zades, we get to use a portal.
Yeah.
And
Well, you bought me better coffee than I can make, and he's like charming or whatever, so.
yeah, he's
Would you-
real good.
Would you like another coffee? Thank you
I
for your
live
help.
on coffee.
Also, would you like us to show you how to make coffee in a better manner?
No, it's funnier to watch Balin try to drink it and be polite.
Oh, I guess that would be pretty funny because they have to chew it, and you know.
It is a little crunchy.
There's that.
Yeah. Great.
And then it goes down the wrong tube and they're coughing.
He doesn't know this. Tell him and I kill you.
Tell him what?
Well, no, she's about to tell us.
He thinks that I drink the coffee black because that's what it looks like. But I have a container of dark chocolate syrup tucked in the coffee making area that he can't find. And I always put in like 4 scoops before I come out. Tastes way better that way.
Your secret is safe with us.
Nice.
Tell him what?
I know nothing about this.
You already unlocked my tragic backstory. I might as well tell you about my chocolate stash too.
Oh, we've hit S tier. S tier companion.
Natural 20, you get some things.
Natural 30s get you a lot.
Right?
Yeah, natural 30 gets you the secret chocolate sauce.
That's her way of sweetening the deal.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I have to make a stop by my blacksmith shop. Anyone who wants to come with me is welcome to. Mia, we are very good friends with the proprietors of the Nightlight. If you wanted us to put in a good word for special prices on drinks or whatever, I'm fairly certain Pep and Barry would be more than happy to help you with that. But I have to make a stop over there and make sure that my little kobold partner hasn't fallen asleep on all of our profits.
In a very literal sense.
You're working with a kobold?
Yeah.
And you gave him gold?
Well, I mean, I had to find my way into the blacksmith shop, yeah. I know.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, Ben.
Don't need an insight check for that one.
Right.
You can take care of that, and then people can go with you, or we can stick around and try to get this portal situated set up so we can either leave tonight or tomorrow, because they probably need to gather some ingredients for that.
I concur, yeah.
Or reagents.
I'll help out Glib with the portal.
I'll stick with Finn, but before we go, I kind of look at Mia.
Do you know of anybody who can put an enchantment or a rune on a weapon in the area?
Yeah, but it takes at least 3 months depending on the level of enchantment, and it takes a lot of gold.
Okay, then where are they?
I mean, most of the magic shops will do it, but
Okay.
Oh, that says music, not magic.
Ah.
I can read, I swear.
Are they not synonymous?
You would actually enjoy that. The music shop is called Build-A-Bard.
Ha 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 ha.
Nice.
Thank you. Magic shops. Menga's Magical Menagerie would probably have, like, some enchanting abilities and be somewhat reasonable. It's in the suburb area.
Suburber, it's Menga's Magic Menagerie.
Menga's Magical Menagerie.
Menga.
I'll put it in the general chat.
Manganese?
Now, you could wait until we're have a little more renowned, so maybe they'll be a big fan.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to help with the portal, I mean, that's not a bad thing. They're probably not going to turn it down. It's mostly just drawing out runes and stuff.
That sounds fair enough. It's gonna take me a hot minute anyway. Blacksmith shop anyway. The Strix, you said you were coming with me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you want us to take care of the small mushroom that seems to be sleeping on your shoulder?
What, Spryer? Nah, he's fine.
Actually-
Wasn't he supposed to go somewhere near here?
What kind
I had an idea.
Oh, good.
What if we
God.
put out? What if we're at the Hall of Heroes, the Heroes Hall? What if we put out a call for somebody to deliver Sprout to his family? as a quest.
It's fair, that can be done.
Yeah, I can do that.
Hmm.
How much gold are you willing to spend on it?
Do you want to check with Sprout if he's okay with that?
That is something, that is the second part of that equation.
No. I don't know how he feels about that.
Don't get me wrong, I don't want to play Sprout in just anybody's hand, but also where we're going, there's probably going to be pirates in water, and I don't know if Sprout can swim or survive being stabbed by a pirate.
Well, I know he couldn't survive the second one.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Wait, so the mushroom's like...
It's a
How
little,
old is the mushroom?
in his people's terms, roughly about 4 or 5 in human.
I assume it's something like this many.
Yeah.
I spy.
Yeah, that's a great idea to take to Sadie's with pirates.
Yeah, actually, I just had a thought. What about Pep and Barry?
Oh
that's
man,
a
we
really
come
good
back and
idea.
he have a little belly. That'd be so cute.
And they'd be willing to watch him for us.
They would take care of him like he was their own.
Well, yes, absolutely. they would. I
Oh,
wouldn't-
but he'd be proper sized in no time.
Mm.
I might come back and he might be bigger than me.
That is a distinct possibility, knowing them. So, why don't we do that? We'll deliver him to Pep and Barry, have them watch him while we take the trip to Zadie's, and then once we get back, we will try and make a trip to Port together.
So it sounds like you guys have some pretty good plans. We will fast forward to Fen and Strix going to Stickum, if you'd like.
Yep.
Well, before Edwin leaves the office, though, he wants to talk to Mia.
Okay, yeah.
You know, this cult has done you a lot of harm, and is attempting to do a lot of harm to the world in general. You know, if you wish to just kind of wash your hands of the whole situation, I more than understand. But does any part of you, perchance, wish to help interrupt their operations?
Roll me a persuasion check.
My favorite line.
I know. Legitimately, I'm just handing you candy right now.
That's a 20.
Okay.
Darn.
Oh man.
I
20.
rolled a
How
10,
low?
though. I rolled
Yeah.
a 10, so the other
Yeah,
feature
that's-
didn't activate.
It's at least a legit
But-
20, yeah.
It's not hard.
I'm not gonna lie and pretend that I don't want to do my damage. And honestly, don't tell anyone this. I've seen what they can do, and the others will probably be fine. But you have to be careful. They took me because I have divine blood. They have this, I don't know if it's a rumor or a prophecy or whatever, about a divine blooded that holds the key to the end with a family tradition of young death. And I apparently fit that. Thing is, divine blood is both tieflings and ASMR. So just watch your back.
I will.
The three of us aren't here for that, right?
But
No, she would wait until it was just...
now I've got a party to help watch it for me.
helps. But listen, if things get really hairy, call me up and I'll make it there.
Thank you.
You've unlocked me as summon.
Look at that!
S tier rank.
You can summon Bahamut. What?
You can summon someone who's been hunted by Vah'pyr her whole life. Yeah.
And then he'll kind of, snap out of the, seriousness and back to his, and give her a, little bow and then make his way out to meet up with Glib.
Fair enough. And you guys are shown to a basement area where you're kind of... Things are explained. Like, Mia also explains to them what's happening. They give you some instructions. You are handed chalk and told what to draw. If you want to follow that, great. If you want to be Picasso, that's also an option for you.
Oh, God, no. Jeez. I'm not taking liberties with a portal circle.
Summoning circle, yeah. Best idea. Teleportation circle. I'm gonna draw a flower. It's pretty.
Guys, why is
Strix
my leg...
is not there!
Why is my
think
leg
they should-
coming out of my shoulder?
Tries to draw a flower, looks more like a sun, get yeeted into the sun.
I really think there should be an extra triangle here, and we're all just, melded together. All
Is there
of the
some kind of
fly.
stencil I can use, or I
There's
really
an
don't
alchemist I
know.
know that did stuff like that.
That's why Strix stayed away from drawing the portals and participating in magic.
Strix
Well,
has a high dex. That's what would be used for this.
So it's also funny because Edwin he's while interested in magic, he's also just easily bored because from his perspective, he's like, I didn't imagine having to study to do magic, and so he hears about it.
Kid who was in normal classes.
He hears about it and he's like, yeah, that sounds really interesting. And then they start explaining it, and he just glaze eyes. I mean, you couldn't really tell, but he just
But when does the loot come in?
and yeah. So
On
some
the
kind
other
of
side of the
song or something we can do to help move this along. Come on.
Well, on the other side of the spectrum, Glib also didn't really have to work that hard to get his arcane knowledge, but he's very interested in learning more. He just devours arcane information.
And it is the whole construction is explained to you, and it's very beautiful mind, math brain sort of explanation, because it's definitely from wizards who are explaining the exact drawings and what each glyph means and all that sort of stuff.
Perhaps if this is something I would need to really focus on, then maybe Edwin could provide some sort of inspiration.
Actually, both of you, I would like you to make me Arcana checks.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then sleight of hand.
What is it? Oh, okay.
Also, that's bad. So Glib might be having a little hard time understanding it from a wizard's point of view. So he got a 9 on Arcana and a 14 on Sleight of Hand.
Okay. Yeah, some of the meaning of the glyphs that you're drawing kind of go over your head because, Warlock, Wizard, they kind of approach things in a different manner. But you do still manage to draw what you're told to draw, where you're told to draw it perfectly fine.
So for Arcana, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Gonna be morphed into a giant blob.
And oh goodness me. And my sleight of hand is an 11.
Okay. Yep. You are there, and you are you look very attentive.
I'm helping.
I am good at deception.
You look extremely attentive.
This is not a situation we want to be deceptive about, though.
And we're gonna jump our way to Stickum.
I should have gone with them.
Looks like I'm writing runes, but closer look, it's all music notes.
Some of it might be
Stayed with the
Klingon.
magic people.
Y'all take the boost to the darker side of town, the bad place, as it were. You walk past the plane shifts. Whatchamacallit? I know it has a long name. Longer name than plane shifts, but plane shifts is what you walk past. And then, you make your way towards Stickum. Because the boost stop is next to plane shifts.
Just gonna open up the door to the blacksmith shop and walk in.
Hey, how can I... Hey! Welcome back, yeah? Welcome! How's it going?
Going, partner. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I have a part that I owe you that I set aside, so it's safe.
It's in your bed, isn't it?
Yes, but it's in its own bag.
To be fair, it is safer in your bed than anywhere else in here, so...
Right?
Fine. Where's the kid?
Oh, he's got school today.
Is he working out?
Yeah, he's actually been pretty good. He's kind of weak, not really good for, like, holding anything or anything. But he sweeps up and he makes, a couple silver, and then he goes and he spends it on all this weird, like, incensey stuff, and he smells funny. But he hasn't lit anything on fire yet unless I ask him to. He's really good for starting up the forge, though. Let me tell you, there was this one day everything was a little too cool and he just snapped, wham, bam, and suddenly everything worked. Hello, beautiful lady. Who are you?
This is Strix. Strix, let me see your fan here for a minute.
Oh, just the look, Evan. That's great.
Wow. It's a
Well,
pleasure to meet you, Strix.
while they're while they're having this interaction, Fenn's gonna kind of like do like this, and this be like, and then just take Strix's fan. Let me see that, and I'm just gonna walk over to the.
break it!
Yeah, I'm not gonna break it. He's gonna set it down, and I need about. Let me see. My swords, my hammer, this, so it's about 5 silver each. I'm gonna pull out 2 gold pieces. I'm gonna hand them over to Kappa, and I need about 20 silver.
Okay. And he kind of bows awkwardly to Strix. It's not great, nor is it coordinated. But he's trying. And he scoots around and kind of scampers towards his cash register and presses a couple buttons and then brings out the appropriate amount of silver and just kind of sniffs. And then walks over and kind of hands it to you.
Excellent, thank you. And I'm gonna melt them down, and I'm going to silver both my swords, Strix's fan, and the whip hammer.
I'm trying to think. Roll me blacksmithing checks. I know that's asking you to roll me.
It's like asking Edwin for persuasion.
It's like asking Edwin for persuasion. I just gave Fen, a candy bar basically.
And I'm gonna walk over and kind of watch him do what he does.
30 and 29. That one bounced out, so I'm not going to count it.
Welcome to the talent show.
27, 26.
This should not be this easy. You know that, right? This shouldn't be this easy. Silvering a weapon is supposed to be a thing that takes more work than just, I'm gonna melt down some silver pieces and just turn all of the weapons I want into Fine.
Just
Breathe.
melt it and dip it, you know?
Breathe, keeper, breathe.
Like an ice
Fine.
cream cone.
Fen just pulls out silver duct tape.
The one that you rolled a 30 on just looks pristine. It's disgusting. All of the others look very well silvered, and you have a feeling that you did fanciness for yourself, and now that they have resistance, or if someone has resistance to magical weapons, or non-magic weapons, the silvered ones will probably overcome that resistance if it offers it. Things like changelings and vampires are no longer an issue for you. Bully.
Yay!
What
I'm
did
gonna
they get here?
I'm gonna hand Strix back her now silvered giant ass fan, and I'm just gonna kind of like pat the glass case that has the heirloom sword in it. Just gonna kind of pat it on my way out. Kappa, we if I can get my portion.
Right, yeah!
We have to take another trip, but we're headed out to Zadie's. Opa Varen's a bust on the blacksmithing thing, so yeah, I know. But I'll take a look in Zadie's too. While I'm there, I'll send you. In fact, I'm gonna actually give him like 6 paper birds. I'm gonna give him 6 of my paper birds and just be like, I'll let you know what I find while I'm out.
This is very fancy paper. I will get you
The paper
the
birds.
gold.
The paper birds, you know, the things that I keep sending you, but you can never write me back.
Right!
Yes.
Those things! That's how they fall in, and they never fall in the forge.
Yes, right.
What do you mean they fell in the forge?
I have read all of them. I have never lost anything.
Who's the wizard boy?
I'm gonna go get your gold. Do you want a tour, maybe?
Sure.
Great, I'm gonna go get that gold, and then I will take tour. And he just kind of like hops away, grabs the bag of gold, hops back very excitedly, shoves the gold at Fen. You've never seen him excited to get rid of gold before. And then he just kind of like bows a little bit and offers his arm, and he's slightly taller than you, but it's like an appropriate height difference that you would expect, sort of thing. So it's only a couple of inches difference. And he's just kind of like
is extremely awkward with this whole situation. She
Oh.
has no idea what's happening.
probably.
I think we got his race wrong. This sounds like a kobold to me.
He's shooting his shot with the pretty bird lady.
She's like looking over at Finn going,
I don't know. I think he's sick. I've never seen him like this before in my life.
And he shows you
The
like
worst wingman ever.
yeah, no, it's terrible. He shows you all of like his best made weapons, and like there was one that he pulls out that like has a couple of like slight imperfections in it, and compared to Fen's stuff, it's just like, and he's just like, no, you don't want to see that. That one's not real. That
likes
one's just,
fans.
I didn't do that. And fans,
She's a monk.
I've never done that before, but I can do that. I can do that.
Want to see mine?
Sure.
and so she steps back and she unfolds her fan and she like spins it above her head and around, and she's like,
See?
Whoa,
And
that is a
and you can
fine
smack
piece of
people on the
it.
head with it.
All the fires in the forge glow a little bit brighter.
Whoa.
Oh,
This is what they make in my monastery.
you made that?
Well, I helped design it, but the blacksmith monk that I lived with made it.
Oh.
I can't blacksmith.
Well, that's okay. It's kind of rough, but like I'm sure if you wanted to learn, you could definitely. I could help you. I could teach you if you wanted. Sometimes, maybe.
They're gonna have a ghost moment with the pot. Like,
Oh, I just want to be happy.
Oh, now there's a callback.
It's fine. This is fine.
Patrick Swayze was a heartthrob too. That's right. I forgot about that.
I just
Is
Please
the
don't-
kobold a heartthrob?
don't know.
Well, it's like Patrick Swayze, but scaled down.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if I want to make a blacksmith.
That would make sense. But yeah, and he just like continues giving his
That
tour.
was very nice of you.
He continues giving you the tour. You are shown everything unless Fen steps in at any point and saves this either poor Strix or the poor kobold.
You do it.
Fenn's just gonna pull out a gold
this-
piece and a silver piece, and he's gonna make a holy symbol out of them real quick. And if this is still going on by the time he finishes, then he'll save Strix.
Roll me a religion check.
One
Real
religion
quick.
check.
This is leading to a special episode of the most awkward double date ever.
Yes! Strix and Cuppa and Edwin! Madam Tealwing!
Oh, man, that'd be a pretty wild table.
That's a 16 religion.
Okay. Then you can make... Oh, God, I hate that I'm about to say these words. You can make your blacksmithing check at advantage. Like you need it.
Here comes the 40.
I did, because one of them was a 3.
For what, 18?
15. The first one would have been a 15. The second one was an 18 on die, though, so it was 30.
You make a pristine holy symbol that you know is going to be the
of all undead existence.
The bees.
yeah,
knees.
it's gonna be like everyone on the block is gonna be jealous of you and your handmade holy symbol.
And
I say, Fen, where did you get that holy symbol? Oh, well, I made it myself. Oh, really?
It's true.
so as he's doing that, and Strix is like,
So, what exactly do you do here?
Well, I'm the blacksmith, so I make all of this. Well, not all of this, some of it Fen made, but I made a lot of it, and then I sell it, and then I get gold, and then I take the gold, and I put it in the back, and it goes in my bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds
It's the dragon blood.
cool.
Oh no, it's great. Gold is the most comfortable thing you will ever sleep on. I promise you. Make a bed of gold, and you will never sleep on anything else in your life. It just feels like a cool hug.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So, Finn said that you might be able to make some tiny fans for me. Like little ones.
Yeah, I mean, it would take me like a little while, but I could definitely figure that out for you, and just like I will do that for you.
Pretty sure he is your biggest tiny fan.
Yes,
I was waiting for that one.
but I can make that work, definitely. Especially having seen yours, you are very skilled with those fans, and I can definitely make that work for you.
And she kind of holds up her fingers, and she's
If you could make them like not that big. Like
Yeah.
closed up, if they could just be about that big.
He like holds up his tail to your fingers and kind of like pokes at a scale. And he's like, "Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Definitely can do that. It did it just like a little time, like maybe just a little, but like I can definitely. I got that. I can do that.
No, I'm a
Definitely.
little worried he's just blowing hot air.
Me too.
He is going to
gonna
work
see
his
what happens.
tail off.
How much gold did he give me, by the way?
He gave you 40 pieces, and for
Oh,
about
man.
a 2 to 3 week trip, that's not bad.
No.
It's 2 farms.
Yeah. Give you about 40. It
You and your
was a
farm.
pretty decent week for him.
Yeah.
And you've been watching business slowly like
Increase.
increase since he got the help.
And since he's been reading the scroll, I imagine.
Yeah, no, that's definitely helped for certain. God, I'm gonna have to sprout the room night. I made cup of the room night.
Cup of the Rune Night.
If I was gonna make a Rune Knight, it would be something very small because then you get more bang for your buck when you get big.
It's true. Oh gosh.
A
He's
12?
gonna just turn into essentially a young dragon. Like a young red dragon.
Right, but imagine it. Imagine it, if you will. A kobold with giant's might, 12 feet tall, using beg, plead, and snivel. The kobold racial.
Please don't kill me, oh my friend.
And Strix still turns him down.
Oh no.
Oh man. But you
So she's gonna walk over to Finn and she's like, "Do you have one of those paper birds?"
I do. Fen'rahl, hand her a paper bird.
Oh, are you gonna give her your number?
I'm gonna. Can you send this to me when they're done?
Yeah, no, I will 100%.
Don't
My
put
lady.
it in a fire, please.
No! This will be perfectly well kept. It will be taken care of until it is on its way with flying wings to you. And your wings flying.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And,
No problem.
try to make sure maybe Finn's letters don't go in the fire anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like 3 times.
Only? Yeah, alright.
It's just... It's not like it happens all the time.
How many letters have I sent you?
Like, 4?
Like 3.
Whose else's mail are you throwing in the fire?
We've been trying to reach you about your cart warranty.
I just say that because in case something happens, you would want to know, and it might come in that one of those birds.
Yeah,
That's fair.
you're definitely right.
Alright, Capo. Strix and I have to teleport to Zades now.
Oh, okay.
It was very nice meeting you, though.
It was amazing to meet you too.
And thank you for making my fans for me.
No problem. I'm happy to do it.
I'm gonna just go into my journal, and I'm gonna go to the back where I have a sketch of the fan out of the blacksmithing journal from when I was looking at it before, and I'm just gonna tear the page out and hand it to him. And then I'm gonna put the journal back.
That's actually so he tries to be sneaky about it, and he actually does a very good job of looking like he's just kind of not doing anything and just very subtly wrapping his tail around the paper and kind of pulling it to him and stuffing it inside the back of his shirt and just kind of I will hopefully see you very soon with your fans.
Thank you.
No problem. And you guys
She's gonna awkwardly go, bye!
Bye!
See you later, Kappa.
Kappa.
We're gonna get outside. I'm gonna.
You seriously think you can make my fans?
Oh, it'll be fine. He's done very good work in the past. I wouldn't have bought half the blacksmith if he doesn't.
Okay.
I just happen to be significantly better is the only problem.
Well, I still want you to make me a set, please.
Yeah, I can probably do it in Zades.
Okay.
No.
Whole time.
Right? I'm not gonna tell him that I did it. But then I guess we make our way back to Heroes Hall.
Yep, you make your way back to Heroes Hall, and I think that is where we will end our episode for the evening. We will see you all next week. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this very special return to the Esa Dwen, and we will see you all soon.
Bye!
Bye.
And that brings us to the end of our show, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We absolutely love having all of you here. If you wanted to check out our merch store or any of our social media stuff or connect with us on our Discord and become a member of Heroes Hall, go ahead and check down below and you'll find all of those links in our link tree. And we also have metagaming tomorrow night. So if you're free, come join us for that. We love getting to hang out with you guys, play play some video games and just kind of do some fun stuff there. It's always hilarious. But otherwise, we'll see you next week. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And don't forget, Monday we have our brand new show, Remnants of Carpway. That is turning out to be very cool, very, very nerve-wracking. So definitely check it out, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.